Welcome to Mobile H2O's Problem Water Series, Basic Water Tests. The first test we're going to look at, or the instrument we're going to look at, is an instrument that reads part per million of total dissolved solids. It is done through a calculation within the instrument, but we'll talk about that later. This is Hach Soft Check. It is designed to be a test strip that compares these strips against the color squares on the side of the bottle. The third test we're going to just show here and not cover it later is a titration test where this chemical is dropped drop by drop into a beaker that holds this satchel of reagent, and the beaker turns from magenta to deep blue. This is a demonstration of the Hach Soft Check testing method. Within this bottle there are 50 strips, brand new bottle, there's 50 strips of test papers. These test papers have a gray-green chemical on the end that changes color to indicate the amount of hardness in the water. The gray-green indicates no hardness, and a deep red represents hardness. We'll put a little water into this cup here and just dip this strip into the cup. Not even a second. Shake it off a little bit. Compare it to the side of the bottle. You can see it's very hard. We're close to the 250 mark. Or this is in grains, 250 part per million, excuse me, not grains. Again, we'll just demonstrate it. It's almost instantaneous. You get to the upper level of 250 part per million of total hardness, not TDS, total hardness. Now we're going to cover TDS. TDS is an indication of the total dissolved ionic solids in the water. We'll start out with a Myronel meter. We've had this for a number of years. It's quite a robust, sturdy meter used by water professionals. Relatively accurate for its cost and decent for our business. And this is a conductivity instrument. Does not measure parts per million, but conductivity. We'll talk about the difference. I always rinse these out at least 2 or 3 times to make sure there's no residual salt in the container. By salt I mean TDS. And I've set it to the best setting. In other words, that's too low. The next one's even too low. The third setting, which is based on 2,000 part per million, is just right. And we have 537 part per million. This is a calculation based upon conductivity. We'll just do it again to show repeatability. And as you can see, it's relatively accurate. Repeatability is pretty good. The next instrument we're going to look at is the resistivity. They do make a resistivity instrument. It looks very similar to this. It's just the inverse of conductivity. This is a conductivity instrument that we're looking at, and I'm washing out the little glass there so make sure all the salts are out of that glass. Then I'll take the protective cap off and push the on button and dip that into the I can turn it so you can see it. 558 is not part per million. It's conductivity. Please remember that. You have to do a calculation to convert. Thank you for watching, and please give us a call if you have any questions. Be glad to answer them, and thank you for watching this video.